Hello to all astrology lovers. Today, we will discuss the upcoming new moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which will take place on January 29th, 2025. It will be 9 to 10 degrees of the zodiac sign Aquarius, and the new moon will open up a period for us until August 9th, 2025. The waxing moon will last until February 12th, 2025. And before we look at the features of this new moon, let's remember what this event is and how it affects our lives. Well, first of all, the new moon is, of course, a very powerful astrological phase, and it symbolizes for each of us the beginning of a new cycle. This is a time when the moon is hidden from our sight. It sinks into darkness. And this represents some cleansing and the completion of old processes, as well as preparation for new beginnings. In general, the energy of the new moon, it often brings with it a sense of renewal, an opportunity to reassess your priorities. This is the perfect moment to set your intentions and manifest them. You can write down your plans during the next lunar period. In the context of a specific zodiac sign, everything will start to materialize into reality. Lunar period. In the context of a specific zodiac sign, everything will start to materialize into reality. In general, the new moon creates a kind of inner silence, a space for us to reflect. It encourages us to turn to our dreams, to our desires, life goals, and everything we want to attract into our lives. In addition, the feature of the new moon is that it occurs in a specific zodiac sign. Naturally, the energies of the sign have their influence, and also in a specific house of the horoscope, which activates a particular area of our life. And now let's discuss the features of the new moon in Aquarius. It's a time when the universe calls us to renewal, specifically through themes of freedom. Aquarius inspires change, innovation, and themes of connection with big collective ideas, large collective activities. Aquarius inspires change for those ready to leave their comfort zone. It brings us progress and surprises. And this makes the new moon especially powerful, particularly for those who are ready to step outside the usual and their comfort zone and really dive into something new. So this phase, this astrological event of the new moon in Aquarius, will encourage us to think about how we can express our uniqueness, our individuality, at the same time making a valuable contribution to the development of society. Because Aquarius is symbolically the 11th house, and it's always about interacting with a large number of people. Absolutely. This will be emphasized during the new moon. The topics are related to our individuality, our independence. They are about social connections and collective goals. These are definitely topics of progress and technological innovations. And one of the most important themes is freedom from the past. It's such a spiritual awakening. And in general, when we have a new moon by the third or fourth day, it's a good time to start manifesting your intentions, writing down plans, and performing various symbolic rituals that will allow us to let go of the past, to focus on your future and lay the groundwork. For the next 6 months, in particular in this case until August 9th, 2025, in addition, the new moon, Aquarians, it will teach us to balance between our individuality and the collective. It will remind us that our uniqueness is precisely the contribution to the overall development of the world. And this is actually a chance to rethink your future, because the 11th house is responsible for our dreams and our desires in life. And here it will help us to consciously approach these topics related to the 11th house. Again, it's symbolic regarding the 11th. In fact, the new moon in Aquarius will take place in a specific house of everyone's horoscope. The ruler of this new moon is the planet Uranus. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus. And on January 28th, Uranus returns to direct motion after 5 months of retrograde. And here Uranus will start to bring a very powerful shift into our lives, exactly on these Uranian themes. A surprise. Considering that this planet is in Taurus, it will of course bring an element of surprise, unpredictability, an element of change and novelty here. This is viewed through the lens of the energy of the Earth sign Taurus. So of course this also has its own dynamics. Uranus is generally a symbol of revolution, progress, reforms, unconventional solutions, and unconventional ideas in our lives. And here, through the context of the sign of Taurus, the themes of stability, resources, material values, and the material world, this position will undoubtedly leave its mark on this. The new moon in Aquarius will leave its mark on this. The new moon in Aquarius. First of all, there will be a focus on material themes, on material changes in our lives. Topics like finances, property, resources, and values. During the new moon, new ideas, unexpected opportunities, and new sources of income may emerge. And all of this will contribute to improving one's financial situation. Here, there may be a reevaluation of your financial priorities, tasks, and in general, managing money. Additionally, Uranus may bring about some unexpected events that will require us to be flexible. These could be unexpected expenses, and certainly there could be situations where we need to. It will be very strong and fast and adapt flexibly to situations, especially in the context of certain economic conditions. There will also be an activation here. In general, it's like of our everyday stability, even more like reforming our stability, specifically everyday. So it's about stepping out of your comfort zone, breaking away from some familiar routine. Here there will be very rapid changes, unpredictable. And the new moon under the influence of Uranus will push us to step out of our comfort zone, especially everything related to daily life or professional matters, with some questions. And here there will be a desire to improve the quality of life. Here there will be a desire to implement something new, some technologies, some innovations, or to optimize what we do on a daily basis. Now let's look at the symbolism of the degrees of Aquarius where the new moon will take place. And the first degrees are 9, the 9th degree. The 9 transitions into the 10. So we will look at both degrees and how the energy flows from one to the other. Accordingly, the symbol of the 9th degree is depicted in the image of a flag that transforms into an eagle. Here, the idea is about what the concept of very deep transformation and the activation of our spiritual and social values is embedded here. The image shows a transition from a static symbol to a living entity. From something symbolic and static, the flag, an abstract symbol, to something alive and dynamic. The eagle is a living being embodying strength and potential. The symbol urges turning ideas into action. The eagle is a living being that embodies both strength and potential. And here the main aspects of this symbol are that you need to turn your ideas into action. You need to embrace that spiritual uplift and follow your vision. Here, a clear archetype is expressed where ideas and values can become our true strength and help us to give form to our ideas in real life. Because the eagle is not just an image. It's a power that can fly, can act, and transform the world. So the potential of the 9th degree of Aquarius is that our manifestation of leadership is precisely in change. In other words, the symbol itself inspires us to become those who are not just able to believe in new values, but also to embody them in reality, thus becoming a role model for other people. This is where it happens. A transformation on a completely higher level, and the personality can transcend its limits of some old systems and become part of something more significant, more valuable. and especially more spiritual. Well, of course, the theme of social service in this symbol, because the eagle symbolizes service to higher goals and helps to create society in a new way based on new principles, new values, to create a new society based on new principles, new values. As a result, we can conclude that the symbol tells us about the possibility of transforming our ideas, our values into reality. And now, let's look at the 10th degree of Aquarius, where we have the image of a person who has temporarily become the embodiment of a popular ideal. Something is happening to him where we can see that a situation arises, where we can see that, in fact, the personality is not the ideal, and we should always strive for something more perfect. Here we can talk about the fact that the symbol and energy guides us to perceive other people as ourselves. At the same time, when faced with a certain gap between the ideal and reality, the symbol itself focuses us on recognizing the differences between the popular images we create or project onto others, and the real personality that hides behind these images. What's key? Here it's key to separate the ideal from reality. Here, there can be situations of identity crisis. Here, we can say that the 10th degree of Aquarius contains potential related to liberation from illusions, with the situation of reevaluating values, with the situation where we need to establish harmony between our true self and our social role. Thus, one energy transitions into another, and it talks about the presence of potential, about the presence of a concept that we need to pay attention to during this new moon. This new moon is in Aquarius. It will remind us that success, popularity, and our ideals are just temporary constructs. Just a reminder, Uranus is in Taurus. And behind all of this lies the true self. And only by realizing this moment can we truly come to harmony with ourselves. But what I also want to point out is what these degrees of the new moon in Aquarius will serve as our starting point. In August 2025, we will already receive the result, and we will come to the full moon at 16-17 degrees Aquarius. We will, of course, take a detailed look. The symbolism in the forecast for August, but I will give you a reference. Here is the idea. These two degrees are actually interconnected. Balancing personal and collective needs is vital today. The aspects of our interaction as individuals with a larger collective and the necessity of protecting our personal boundaries, considering the very complex social structure in the modern world. So, if we are talking about the general idea, then the idea is that for the harmonious existence of humanity as a whole, it is very important to learn how to effectively manage both collective resources and the very act of interaction. This is the symbol of the 16th degree, while maintaining personal freedom, protecting our rights from societal pressure and interference. This is already about the 17th degree, and this combination itself will require not only organizational skills from us, a new approach, spiritual awareness, balancing interest and respecting individuality in society of absolutely every person that is included in society. And in this way, it's only possible like this. In fact, the development of each of us as individuals, as well as society. What other features are there in this new moon, the new moon in Aquarius? Well, first of all, Mercury's involvement in this significant event and the asteroid series is also participating, and they are both in Aquarius. In addition, Pluto, which is in conjunction with Mercury, at the time of the new moon has recently been in conjunction with the Sun. Participants show the Aquarian style. Let's look at them. The participants in the process clearly present to us the Aquarian style, which is very active during this new moon. Let's take a look at them one by one. First of all, Mercury's involvement in Aquarius will add an intellectual component. There will be clarity. This will be a theme of originality, of thinking. There will be an emphasis on communications and interactions. Mercury in Aquarius inspires unique ideas. The search for very unconventional solutions in our lives. It encourages us to discover new ideas. It inspires us to discuss important social issues. Its energy will enhance our ability to perceive the world through the lens of collective values. Some important progressive ideals and help us focus on global challenges, on the implementation of technologies and innovations. At the same time, it will also contribute to the strengthening of our desire for freedom of expression, for freedom of health, statements about oneself in this world. The theme of openness, especially openness in communications, meaning it's a great time to exchange ideas, work together, and get rid of outdated concepts. What is Pluto doing here? What contribution does it make to this new moon? The energies of Pluto and Uranus resonate with each other. They are transformative. Here, it will then focus on our deep personal and social transformations. See Pluto in Aquarius. It focuses on our collective changes. It dismantles outdated structures of the system, and it creates space for something new, for something indeed progressive, and its influence will stimulate here our awareness precisely of hidden outdated power structures that affect society, and it will encourage us towards transformations through themes of equality, through themes of freedom, and through themes of innovation, all on a personal level. Pluto, Aquarians, it activates the desire to break free from limitations, to rethink one's connections with the collective, and to identify one's unique role in society. During the new moon, it will create just the perfect conditions to begin. With these deep changes will involve the use of technology and social reforms, increasing collective responsibility. All of this will help us transition to a new level. The level of awareness and influence on global processes will be much greater. Well, and style. Aquarius, of course, will certainly and undoubtedly enhance the energy of freedom, innovation, collectivism, and undeniably progressive, forward-thinking and futuristic thinking. And in general, it will create a very powerful focus on the very change of outdated structures, the search for new paths of development, both for society as a whole and for each of us. And the energies of Aquarius will contribute to the development of original ideas, the pursuit of equality, the pursuit of social justice and openness, and they will motivate us to participate in some global processes of our lives. In general, it inspires teamwork in implementing technologies in the Adaliv style, the search for solutions that will indeed work for the common good. Absolutely, this will become the foundation for a more successful future, both for the reform and transformation of each individual and society as a whole. I also want to point out that at the moment of the new moon, there will be a precise opposition between the karmic nodes, and on January 12th, the nodes change zodiac signs. They are now in Pisces and Virgo. And here, of course, situations are happening that transform our past and our future without a doubt. Additionally, the North Node in Pisces is in conjunction with Neptune. Venus is right at the moment of the new moon. We'll talk about this in additional videos. And there will also be a trine between the Sun and retrograde Jupiter in Gemini. So this is definitely an informational kind of story. Moreover, Jupiter will already be in direct motion at the beginning of February. However, at the moment of the new moon, the Sun and Moon are in trine. Retrograde Jupiter in Gemini. Accordingly, Jupiter is also bringing us back to some themes of rethinking and reassessing dependencies. In which houses of your horoscope are your planets located? During the new moon, consciousness and subconscious connect, receiving energy for grounding. We receive a completely new volume of energy for grounding through new experiences. Life renews for 6 months, details for each zodiac sign. That area of life will be renewed over the next 6 months. And now let's look at the actions of the new moon in detail for each of the 12 zodiac signs. Capricorns. The new moon in Aquarius is in your second house of the horoscope. And here the new moon brings you fresh energy in the areas of your finances, your financial situation, resources, material values, as well as the theme of self-esteem, if that's relevant for you. And here, of course, the second house is connected to everything: material values, earnings, relationships, money, and the overall theme of your own worth. The time when you can feel the need to update your financial strategies, to find new sources of income, and to strengthen your overall financial situation. Aquarius energy will give you unique opportunities to achieve changes. Using technology and some innovative solutions, you'll discover new financial streams, changes in your financial situation. And if you also use technology and some innovative solutions, you'll definitely discover new financial streams. The new moon in Aquarius will create situations for you where you need to rethink your financial priorities. You need to do some searching, new opportunities for earning money. These can include online platforms, technologies, and investments. Questions of business and self-employment. This will all contribute to improving your financial situation. And if the theme of self-esteem and self-confidence is relevant for you, then this new energy will allow you to work on it. From this topic, you might even consider reaching out to a psychologist or a mentor, coach, and do some psychological work on it. And to harness the energy of this new moon, make sure to review your budget, your financial strategies, your income and expenses. Open up new sources of income, give them a try. If the topic of investments is relevant for you, now is the perfect time to get involved. And use any technologies available, opportunities, online tools to improve your financial situation. In any case, I wish you success. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Bye-bye.